Now let's talk about this, the during, okay? When you first heard. Because now you're all excited, right? And you're already seeing and confessing momhood. And something happens that delays it. Doesn't really deny it because we all know we can try again, but it's still painful. So Leona, when you first heard it, you probably went for a regular checkup, right?
Yeah, so what we did was, because we bought the digital kit and it said, I think it said about 5+ weeks, which means you could have gone to check already and if you go and check, you won't hear the heartbeat yet.
So there's a kit that actually tells you how far you are in the pregnancy.
How far along you are, in the pregnancy. So it said, I think, sorry, not 5+, I think 3+ weeks. So that would mean 5 weeks or something like that. So we decided to just go to a local, just a GP, because some of our friends said, okay, in the beginning you don't have to waste your money to go to a gynae, just choose a GP and just to confirm the pregnancy. So we did that. We just went to a local GP here and the first scan showed, he said, yeah, confirm you're pregnant. There's a little sac there. And so we're like, yay, happy. And he said, okay, come back in 2 weeks' time. And that would be our 7th week pregnant, so that we can check on the growth of the baby and then to also hear the heartbeat. So we're like, okay. So we waited and the 2 weeks felt like forever because...
So when's the heartbeat supposed to be heard?
Anytime, I think 6 weeks onwards, you probably can hear. So that's why people 7 or 8 weeks, so that the baby's a little bit bigger.
So between 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. So we went back to the same GP at 7 weeks to do the checkup. So we were all excited because everyone around us told us that, the first time you hear a baby's heartbeat it's such a thing to hear that's alive inside you and there's a heartbeat. So we were very excited to okay, I'm going to hear a heartbeat. So we went back to the same GP and so he's like, so he was prepping us and doing. Then he was trying very hard and then his face he didn't say, it was a question mark face and he suddenly was very quiet. So, but me, I'm still smiling and I'm like, I'm going to hear the heartbeat. And I think Joe also was looking very hard at the screen, trying to see something there. But he was very quiet and he kept saying, I cannot confirm. So we're like, okay, and I'm still smiling because in my mind, I think I'm so wanting to hear the heartbeat that I'm like, I heard it. I heard it right there, right? But he said, I can't confirm. And then he took us off the table and went to sit at his desk and said that, maybe it's my machine. My machine might be old. So I would recommend that you go to a proper gynae to double check and to confirm. So in our mind, we were still thinking, what are we confirming? What are we confirming? So we had an inkling, and he went on to say, it's quite a usual thing. Don't worry. I don't want to confirm it first. I don't want to say it first, but you go to a gynae and check. So I was like, okay. So he wrote a letter for us, and so we went out feeling a bit confused. Okay, we're still not sure what we are confirming or not confirming, but how come he didn't hear the heartbeat? So because he said his machine's old, so we're like, okay, maybe it's his machine. We went out, took the letter with us. The letter was not sealed, so we opened the letter, and it said there, a patient has possible miscarriage. So when we read that, we were a bit okay, because he didn't say anything. And so we're a bit okay, maybe we should go and get a second opinion or get it checked. Because we did read that, at some pregnancies, you won't be able to hear the heartbeat until maybe even 9 weeks. So we thought, hey, there's still a possibility. Let's just go. There's still hope. Yeah. Let's not
don't jump the gun.
Don't jump to conclusion first. Let's go see a gynae. So we went there, and then all the popular ones or the recommended gynae was not available. Only one guy. So we okay, I don't care anyone will do. Let's just go to whoever that's available. So we went to this gynae, and in hindsight, I think when he checked us, he thought we already knew it because he read the letter, but we didn't know it. So when he checked, he just went, and he's this typical Chinese guy, and he went confirm no more heartbeat. Okay, baby not growing. Okay, confirm. And we were and we just broke down. We just broke down there because the previous doctor didn't say anything. He didn't want to confirm. He didn't even say the word miscarriage or no heartbeat. But this doctor just went, like that lah. Okay lah, confirm lah. And in a very China way.
Right. But this is how sensitive this is, right? That even doctors sometimes don't know how to break the news to their patient. It is a sensitive topic. And I mean, for the first one, the GP, to even say it could be my machine that's old. I mean, I'm sure he's already seen a few, if not more than a few. And to come up with that excuse, just to make sure that, okay lah, I have someone else tell you lah, but for now to then give you some hope lah, you know. But I'm sure he kind of knew already, and of course, maybe this guy thought you knew, or maybe this guy this is the way. He just goes straight for it instead of trying to beat around the bush or to try to be overly comforting. But it does something to the couple, doesn't it? I mean, this is all first time for you, first time being pregnant, first time being parents, as it were, and first time hearing, because I'm sure you've heard other friends go through it, but you never quite think that it'll happen to you, right? So both of you just broke down and cried in the
I think Joel didn't, but his face he just went pale, and but I just broke down lah, and so he was trying to comfort me, and then so we were there for a while, and then he called us back to his table, and then I think he tried to console us, saying that it's okay, it's not your fault. Statistics show this. So he went all the statistics, and we were like, I don't want to hear statistics. I'm like, so
at that time, right?
At that time,
So I've got something that we researched, and it says here. Causes of miscarriage include, but are not limited to, hormonal problems, infections, or maternal health problems. So I guess when they talk about that, sometimes the mom will feel, oh, you say maternal health problems, it's me lah, it's not even paternal, it's not the father. Or it says lifestyle, smoking, drug use, malnutrition, excessive caffeine, exposure to radiation or toxic substances. So I guess the doctor is saying, no lah, it's not your fault lah. I guess because straight away we like, because the first two already is talking about the mom. And then it says implantation of the egg into the uterine lining does not occur properly. So again, like, is it my fault? How come? Maternal age. The whole thing about biological clock and maternal trauma. So it's a lot of maternal. So it's good for the doctor to say it's not really your fault. But I think maybe I don't know. Did you ever feel like, because earlier you even said, is there anything wrong with us? Of course, we cannot get pregnant. So sometimes you do somehow, in the course of your thoughts, do try to point the finger, maybe it could be us. And so the doctor immediately says, no, it's not your fault. Were you, I mean, probably too early to think, it's my fault. But in the course of time, was that something that ever came to your mind? Could I have done something better?
I guess the main thing was like, could I have done something better? Could I have eaten more vitamins, or eaten, should not have drunk that cup of coffee, or like, oh no, because the time when we got pregnant, that was, I think, it was just after Bloom, and I danced for Bloom. So that thought was like, oh no, was it the dance? Like, should I not have been so physically, active? And so those are some of the
right?
It does. Maybe not immediately on the spot, but after that you're thinking like, is it that? Could I not have done this? Or maybe I should have done.
Could I have done something that could have prevented this? Or shouldn't have done something. They could have kept this going. So that blame does come about. Some people probably suffer more if they don't have that support or the advice, or someone come around and say, no, it's not. Some people go like, it's not. But it still doesn't stop you from thinking that it could be. And I think that's the painful one, because sometimes blaming others is easier. Blaming yourself is the hardest, because then there seems to be no answer, right?